Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey, episode 123. Chris here in the home studio. Welcome to your home studio once again.
My home studio.
It's been a while since we've been here. We've done a lot of interviews and had a lot of stuff that we say, you know, in this business, we say it's in the can.
Yeah.
It's in the can. And so I almost did another joke there. I'm like, okay, you know, this is great. We got all this stuff. And then you're like, dude, we got to record.
Yeah.
I got nothing left in the can. The can's empty.
The well is dry.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy to hear that you can count to 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3.
Man, you passed elementary school here. Awesome.
How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
3.
That's going to date us.
Oh, my God.
There we go again.
Oh, boy, yeah. When you see an owl standing on a tree or a lamb, you know, whatever, with a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah. When was the last time you had a Tootsie Pop?
It's been a while. Probably since last Halloween.
Man, it's been years for me. I can't even remember.
I'm not a fan of Tootsie Pops.
I was not either. I was just going to say, I'm not a fan of them. I mean, the whole, you know, licking to the center, but the Tootsie Rolls are not that exciting to me.
No. But I like the
suckers are good.
The Tootsie Roll or Tootsie Pop, but it's not a Tootsie Pop. It has the bubble gum in the middle. I like those.
Oh, you like that?
I had those when I was
Remember
a kid.
Hubba Bubba?
Hubba Bubba.
The big old soft chewing gum. You can blow some big old Bubblicious.
Bubblicious or Hubba
Remember
Bubba.
what was the shredded bubble gum that was like chew for like
chew.
baseball? Big League Chew. That was good.
It's like teaching you how to chew tobacco when you're a kid. That's,
that was good.
That's banned now.
That was a good teaching moment there.
Remember the candied cigarettes too?
Yeah, that too. The candied cigarettes that blow out the like powdered sugar.
Oh yeah, no.
Wow, we're just doodly. Okay, let's bring it back.
How do we go there? Holy mackerel! Welcome to episode 123.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Flashback Friday here.
Yes.
Whatever. So yeah, we're recording. This is new content, man. I mean, yeah, we had a lot of stuff in the can. That's been awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed all those episodes that we rolled out. We had the interview from Trail Hero.
Yeah, Rich Klein.
Yeah,
that was awesome, and got some great reviews on that. And Rich even gave us a shout out on his Trail Hero Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's right.
So when you're listening to this tomorrow morning, because we're recording, I should say Tuesday morning, because we're recording Sunday night. But
my boss here is not giving me much time to edit stuff.
No. Well, this is a clean edit. There's going to be 0 edits in this. It's going to be super clean.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We did have raw fish for dinner. So Rich Klein gave us a shout out on Trail Hero Tuesday. So if you are going to Trail Hero or even want to know more about Trail Hero, you can go onto the Facebook page at 5 p.m. our Pacific Standard Time here.
Yep.
It's live, and of course it's recorded, so you can go back and watch it at your leisure after that. But he spends about an hour and a half giving updates on Trail Hero and all the events and everything, and anything that's new that's come up in the last week from his week before conversation. So yeah, I was watching it last week, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey." I'm like, "What? We got a shout out?
Never heard of him."
Yeah. That podcast. So that's cool. So thank you, Rich, if you listen.
Absolutely.
For giving that shout out, and looking forward to Trail Hero, just less than 2 weeks away.
I know. Man. Coming up fast. The year is coming up.
Oh yeah, the crowd is excited.
Holy moly, Lorenzo's on the job.
This is good.
Nice.
So
then we had Jeff Coxon on the show talking about his production projects and whatnot.
Rogue Element.
Which was a great episode, very well received. And then, of course...
That was before Rich Klein.
I think it was in the middle.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and then we followed that up with a great episode with Jake White with
State Farm.
Tracks. Yeah, State Farm with Carto Tracks. And so that's kind of getting us up to date. We haven't had any, updates on things that have been going on in the world, but there certainly have been some things happening in the world. And I know our sister podcast, Snail Trail 4x4, has done a great job of kind of keeping everybody up to date as to what's been happening up in the Sierras. This
Yes.
late summer, early, well, we're not in fall yet, but we've had those fires that have been burning, but the good news is they've made really good progress. There's been a shift in the weather, so they've made really good progress on reining those fires in. I know that,
And we actually got a little rain too.
we got a little bit of rain, cooler weather, and the winds have subsided. I guess there's a red flag that's going to start tonight, but I know that the excitement for the everybody was scared about the fire getting into the Tahoe Basin.
Yeah.
It jumped 50 and went basically right over Christmas Valley, and then got into that wilderness area just on the other side of Christmas Valley there, and they were able to
Well, they
stop
had
it.
a ton of firefighters on
They did.
that.
They
did. Man, that was impressive. Heavenly was a staging area, the ski
Right.
resort there, the parking lot, and man, it was impressive to see all those fire from all over.
Oh, everywhere. Yeah, it's multiple states.
Oregon.
Yeah,
I mean, it was all over.
Utah,
came in,
Arizona.
and so they did all they could, and they definitely won that battle there, because that could have been just absolutely
the
devastating.
loss of property and and the disruption of people's lives would have been massive. So
one of our buddies' cabins that was like right in the heart of the Kybers area there, and that whole track survived, which surprises the heck out of me, because it was so surrounded by heavily wooded area, and it survived. And I'm like, right on. He goes, yeah, the whole block survived. I'm like,
freaking heroic efforts from all the firefighters that came up to do what they did.
Yeah,
And it's
because you look
awesome.
at those fire maps and it's like the whole area is red. It's like it's all burned out right now. It's jumps around. Didn't get up to Wright's Lake, so Barrett Lake got saved. Of course,
Right.
Rubicon's further up from that, so that was good. But yes, there was definitely loss, and people. A lot of our friends of friends were displaced for a couple weeks, and I was in that boat last year, and that's not a fun place to be,
I bet
not
not,
knowing
yeah.
and packing up what you hope you got everything, and you didn't, and
Well, you can only take so much. You just got to grab and go, and fortunately, I mean, and yes, there was loss of property in some areas, and it sucks, but we always rebuild better, and it'll happen for sure.
Yeah.
So I do know that the Strawberry Trail was devastated.
Yeah.
I listened to the Snail Boys last episode, and they talked about, I guess, the fire service used it, as a fire break line. They went through there with dozers.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. I've had the opportunity to run that trail last winter with Latte,
Yeah, I've never
JL
been on
Latte. It's not a hard trail. I mean, there's a technical section.
No, I heard they moved some rocks into it to try and make it hard. But
That's right. But I guess the people, was it Gold Rush Posse or something that take care of that trail, or
yeah, Gold Hills Posse.
Gold Hills Posse, and they want to go. They were going to go in and get a report and see to what extent the trail's been disrupted. But like I said, the fires are pretty well contained. Thank you so much to the fire departments and firefighters that have put in all this effort.
Yeah, we have some firefighters that listen to this. So hats off to the men and women there that are literally putting their life on the line to try and save people and property. And it's just California, man. These growing up, we didn't, we had fires, but it was nothing to the amount of devastation that we're seeing today. So
year after year too.
Why is that? I mean, we could have 16 podcasts of speculation, but I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it.
It seems like fire season's always been like starting now, and it goes until,
and it's like a small grass fire. A big fire would go for a couple days, and that was it. Now it's like a couple weeks
or a month or two.
And
the Dixie Fire has been burning
hundreds
for
of thousands of
months.
acres, and it's like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, I mean the Dixie Fire is almost 1 million acres by itself.
Got to rake the forest.
We've got to rake the forest. Exactly. Let's talk about some good stuff.
Hey, you mentioned the Snail Boys.
Yeah,
we got a new voicemail.
That's not good stuff, is it?
It is. This is good. let's get right into this. We got a voicemail here. We got to play.
Who's it from? Jimmy?
No, this is from Tyler, and we didn't play Tyler's. He left like 4 messages, and he was all tanked up on Fireball on those messages. And
was he?
They were time sensitive, and it just wasn't.
Was it Fireball or Screw Fire?
It was. I don't know, but here we go. Let's get this. Let's see if I can make this work.
Oh shit, you're gonna break it,
guys.
Oh,
it is 4x4 Toyota Tyler here. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have finally put together a great concoction. Okay, you guys are gonna absolutely love this.
Uh-oh.
It is 65-35 screwball fireball. Okay, hear me out.
I wasn't
you
too
have
far
to
off
do
of
like
the screw fire.
65% screwball because the cinnamon in fireball is so fucking strong. You can't dilute it. So do 65% screwball, 35% fireball, in just an ounce, and try it out. Drizzle it over some ice cream. I have affectionately now calling it the flaming peanut. Just wanted to share with you guys, since you are like
flaming penis,
the best #1 fastest growing whiskey podcast.
Yes.
Since you don't do wheeling or wine anymore.
Well, no, some of us wheel.
Wow.
And just wanted to let you guys know about the flaming peanut. So, yeah, that's it. I'm out.
Now he's using our tagline.
There's medication for that, Tyler.
Jeez.
I still like Screw Fire. I don't know.
Flaming peanut.
Dude, I didn't even, I said Screw Fire, and I didn't even know that whole voicemail was going to be about Screwball and Fireball.
I mean, it's going to be Fireball with Tyler.
Fire screw the fire. I don't know. Yeah.
Flaming peanut. Well, I will say that the Screwball is good on vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah,
we did that.
We did that
concoction.
Yeah.
That was good.
At Hollister 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Was that long ago?
It was that long ago.
Jeez. All right. Well, that was worth 2 minutes of our life.
Well, there you go. And Tyler played our voice messages, so we had to play his, because then they're well, we're going to be the better podcast, and
shit,
play theirs, even though they're not going to play ours.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about racing for a minute.
Racing Sunday, live at Crandon Classic.
I know the race was a couple weeks ago, but maybe you people have.
Well, we're getting caught up. We're getting caught up with real world stuff. We've been interviewing people.
Right.
We're trying to help out the Ultra 4 community here.
Keep getting the word out to non-believers and spreading the word. That's right.
Yes.
Because even whiskey drinkers should watch racing. Come on. So, do you want to do this?
I can't see that from here. That's a big screen, but you got a very small font going on, and I'm miles away.
Okay, well,
social distancing here in your office.
That's right.
God.
So we're going to start out with the Ultra 4 4500 class, which includes that's modified. What's the rules on that? They're allowed to have bypass shocks but they're limited on tire size. Is that the dealio? 37s?
Yeah, I don't know all off the top of my head right now, but yes, there's from Amber's class where things are basically stock.
That's 4600 class.
Yeah, 46, and then and then 4500 is where Justin races, right? So he's got a highly modified Suzuki Samurai,
right? Big V8, and
because last time I checked, Samurais did not come with V8s.
No, not usually. No, they don't sound like his does usually. But 4500 class, which is definitely a modified class. The top 3 racers, you have John Grounds came in 3rd, John Matthews came in 2nd.
And look at who's number 1.
Justin Hall, baby.
So I was on the phone with Justin just this Friday, and we got to get him on the podcast.
Heck yeah.
I told him we were going to record either Sunday or Monday, and obviously we're up in Livermore now, so that was not geographically desirable for him. But we'll get him on here shortly because there is some great stories that he has about Crandon, and that place always, I want to go there. It sounds great. And
he had an epic trip.
Mecca, yeah, and it's awesome. So we'll have him tell it firsthand. But congratulations, Justin, on your win there and a great weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
long drive to short race.
Yeah, but it was
Worth it,
awesome.
right? Yeah.
I mean, he spent a week out there.
No, for sure. It was it was an adventure. He stopped at Mount Rushmore and all those nice sights to see on his way through.
Yeah.
So took his dog and had a great little trip.
Yeah.
So, all right. So 4,600, the Amber Turner class.
There's only 3 people.
Only 3 people. So we have top 3.
Guaranteed a spot, man. That's my kind of racing right there.
Right. Everybody's going to podium. So yeah, John Schaefer came in 3rd. Twitchy McGee.
Good old Twitchy.
I love that name. Twitchy McGee came in 2nd. And then you got Jeremy Purick, 1st place. So congratulations to them. Awesome. And I was moving on to the
4,800
Legends class, 4,800.
the Kevin Jones class.
The Kevin Jones class. Kevin was his car is not in. I don't think it's in one piece right now.
Well, it's coming. But wait,
if you're following the IG, I guess the big reveal is about a week from now. So that's going to be awesome.
Can I say who's building it?
No.
Is it public? I think it's kind of public.
Well, it is, but we're not going to be the ones.
It's it starts with a T.
Ends with a not.
And it's
Ends with a B.
Right, rhymes with sack.
Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 4,800 class. So yeah, the Legends
it's
class.
Public knowledge.
It might be.
All right, I won't do it.
We won't do it.
Okay,
we'll be nice.
Okay.
I want to let Ultra 4 Jones.
All right.
So Jeremy Jones. Oh, Jones. There we go. Number 3. Yep. Jeremy Jones came in 3rd place in the 4,800 class. Sean, is that Rajski?
Yeah, Rajski.
Rajski. And then Casey Gilbert.
Right there, number 1.
Woohoo! Congratulations, gentlemen. That's awesome. And then moving up to the big dogs.
The big boy class.
Unlimited class. You got Christopher Branton came in 3rd. Rusty Blyler came in 2nd.
There.
Nice, huh? Where's Dad? Did he race?
I believe, Josh is there.
Oh, wait, no, Rusty's the dad.
Rusty's a dad. Josh is
a kid.
right there.
That's awesome for Rusty.
Yeah, Josh came in 17th.
Yep, cool. And then you got Lauren Healy, big number, car 67, came in number 1.
Yeah, Bailey Cole's right there. He's always knocking on that 3, 4, 2 spot, so he's 4th. Von Gittin, 7th. Horschel. I mean, you got all the big dogs there. 8.
Bailey stayed dry this year?
Yeah, he did.
Good for him. So,
and Eric Miller rounded out the top 20 there. He had some issues.
Yeah, I guess he had mechanicals. I mean, it was fun to watch. I mean, under the lights, and of course, they just it's all or nothing for these guys. They got it's a hot start, and they just freaking pedal the metal, man. It's fun to watch. If you didn't see the race, you can catch it on.
Is it on Facebook?
I think it might be on YouTube or Facebook.
The
now.
YouTubes.
I got to check to get updates on that. But yeah, fun to watch for sure. And I know last year's are definitely up, and that's of course the submarine race. So, but yeah, no, that's what's next. So next coming up is Nationals in Oklahoma. If you're keeping an eye on the IGs, watching the teams are all getting ready to head out. And that's when is that? I'm not even sure of the dates of that, to be honest with you. I've been busy at work.
Oh, it's in a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
So we're still on Ultra 4 here. You got more on that? I got more.
Nope.
Oh, you follow that memes of KOH on Facebook?
I do, yeah.
So it's one of the few pages on Facebook I actually check, that and the Rock Buggy page. Yeah, they are absolutely ruthless. But JT made the announcement, or the announcement was made that JT is no longer with Ultra 4 Racing.
Is that legit?
It's legit.
Really?
Yep.
What happened there?
100%. Well, it was a bunch of speculation, but Dave, I should say JT, left. I don't think there was like any major bad blood or anything there. Dave had a nice flowery letter that he put together. Commending JT on all his efforts. I know he was well liked by all the racers, and was very appreciative of all his efforts of setting up courses and trying to keep everything fair and all that stuff. So, but then it was announced here that on the Talent Tank Insiders that JT hopped on there and said that he's got a new domain name, racing domain that he bought. So. Sounds like he might start up his own series.
Oh boy,
I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be interesting. So USAC is taking over for Ultra 4. which I've talked to a lot of Ultra 4 drivers, and there's, mixed reviews, high hopes to see how this ends up. There's a lot of concern that this is happening right before Nationals.
Sure.
And then, shortly before KOH, next year, beginning of next year.
KOH
so
is kind of the kickoff for the year. You think they kind of wait until the end, until after Nationals? Because USAC's the sanctioning body, right?
I mean, who knows what all's going on? But that's it, So we shall see.
Wow.
But, so JT Taylor's post a couple days ago. So I bought my first race domain name /website last night. Going to be fun.
Okay. Well, more information to come. I wonder, this is speculation because this is the first time hearing of this, but, I wonder if the Gomez's have anything to do with some of these maneuvering.
I have no idea. And you're hearing all kinds of, it's like Days of Our Lives here. The soap opera of Ultra 4.
That's
and you hear these stories, but you don't know what's true or not until the horse actually opens its mouth and says, "Hey, this is what happened, and this is what's going on." But USAC is in, JT is out. We do know that for a fact.
Okay.
Is it good? Is it bad? Don't know for sure.
TBT.
It could be good for both parties.
Well,
could be great for JT. Could be great for Ultra 4 with USAC coming in, and that's what I'm hoping for. I just, again, I don't want to see Ultra 4 lose its camaraderie and family fun and all this stuff,
and accessibility.
Yes, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed, and racers get to race, and fans get to spectate, and the world keeps spinning around, and tires keep chewing up. Racetrack. So
race fuel still gets burned in the
nothing like the smell of race fuel in the morning at 6 a.m. at King of the Hammers, man. Walking down pit row,
big block engines getting fired up.
So
cars on jacks getting warmed up.
Warming up that 500 weight oil.
Exactly.
Okay, well there you go. Anything else on Ultra 4 that we need to talk about? There is kind of a.
Well, the dates, I while you were...
Oh, you got that?
There, I got the dates for Nationals. It's coming up. It's October 15th, 16th, 17th in Crandon.
Where is Lorenzo? Is he playing with your dogs or what? He was in here a second ago. Why isn't he looking this stuff up?
Yeah, he's out in the backyard taking a leak.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah, it's all dirt out there.
Jeez.
Plenty of places for him.
Okay.
So, he clopped away, whatever. I don't know.
20 some odd acres out there. I hope he doesn't get lost.
Well, just as long as he stays out of the elevator.
Stay out of the elevator, Lorenzo.
Don't hit the down button. There's only one button and you don't want to hit it.
So other Ultra 4 related.
Oh, no, there's more?
There is. There's always more.
But wait, there's more.
If you act now, get the Ginsu knife set.
I need a knife.
That is not a knife.
What do you got?
Talent tank is empty.
I know.
Wyatt has left the building along with JT. All these people leaving the building. So,
Wheeling Wine and Whiskey's going to be last man standing.
I don't know. We may be leaving the building here too. Who knows? So that was sad news.
Yeah, it is.
I really, truly enjoyed his podcast as everyone did. And, It was just spot on, and his camaraderie with the fellow racers.
Oh, his connection with them.
And he raised set the standard. I would say an off-road podcast definitely raised the bar.
Oh, for sure.
And we jokingly competed with him, even though we were the small fish in a big pond here. But
exactly.
It was great, and interacting with him, and so shortly after he announced that, I hit him up, and I'm like, dude, I hope everything's okay. And he's like, no, everything's fine. Just it's time to take a break. So totally respect that. It is a lot of time commitment, and I know there's other things going on. So I just I hope that he comes back.
I do too. Hopefully
because,
it's a short hiatus.
That's all I listened to on the way. I'd get I'd purposely leave 3 episodes for the way down to KOH.
Sure.
So I could get caught up. It just got you in the Ultra 4 mood. Not that you needed much effort, but it was just awesome. And you hit Boone Road when you're finishing up the final interview, the
freaking Boone
right
Road.
Before KOH, and that was awesome. So I don't know if you're listening, Wyatt, but we miss you, and we hope to see you back soon. And hopefully we see you at King of the Hammers.
Absolutely.
Here
Come
in
up in
2022.
Come up and join us.
God, that sounds weird.
There's plenty of libations.
Yeah, you gotta come by our camp. You were right there last year. You were right by the Ultra 3 race.
Oh my God, you were 100 yards away.
You were right there, as with everybody else.
The entirety of KOH was 100 yards away. It was great.
God, that was a fun night.
Oh my God,
gotta love the Ultra 3 races.
The nonsense going on was epic for sure. So, all right, well.
That's all I got for Ultra 4 related info that I know right now that I can talk about.
Well, and more to come, I'm sure.
As soon as you're censoring me on.
As soon as we hear more regarding all the things we're speculating on, we'll definitely relay them to our listeners. That's for sure.
Yes.
So, let's see what else we got. Oh my God, we got so much to talk about. Forests are open, but not the El Dorado National Forest,
which is
where the Rubicon Trail is.
But the Rubicon's open for day use.
The Rubicon is open for day use because it's officially designated as a county road.
Yeah, you just cannot camp out there.
Exactly.
So what happens if you break down?
You better not.
Like, I'm not leaving my rig. I mean, I know a lot of my friends, they're like, if my rig breaks down, I ain't leaving my rig. Well, so now you're camping out there. So how was that, a $5,000 fine? They catch you and my rig broke down. I mean, is there any...
I don't know the answer to that.
Is there any,
I think
wiggle room there?
They just take you off the side and shoot you.
Nice. Okay.
Don't break down.
Okay.
So no Toyotas.
Don't drive a Toyota on the Rubicon right now while there's no camping allowed is what you're saying. Okay. All right.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Solves that problem. God, I hope Barrett Lake opens up.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a short window, and it got shortened dramatically this year, obviously, and that was one of our dream runs.
I gotta do Barrett Lake this year, man. That is just that's my number two. That's my number two.
That's in El Dorado National Forest, so that ain't happening until that. And I did read something that said that what the hell did I read? I don't even know if I can find it, but it said
Highway
that
50.
the closures are going to be extended through the end of the year.
Oh, closures of what? The forest?
Yeah, the forest. It was you can talk and I'll look. But whatever.
Well, that's your bad, not mine. I didn't cause that edit. I just for the record. For the record.
Sometimes even the producers mess up. Right, Lorenzo? You jackass. Well, we can't all be perfect.
Hey, spot on with this board tonight.
So before we get into Trail Hero, I know Jason's just chomping at the bit, and so's Lorenzo to talk about that. I know that the Snail Boys covered it, but the Carnegie, the battle for Carnegie, the expansion of Carnegie was lost. I guess the state's going to buy the land and they're going to preserve it in perpetuity because of some sort of ecological or protected something or other out there. But basically, we all know the real truth there is that the rich people that live next to it wanted to have a nice dust buffer between their property and the recreating public having fun out there. They didn't want dust in their houses. So anyway, that sucks. That's a bad deal. That's another loss. Pismo's a loss. This is a loss. We're starting to rack up some pretty significant losses in our
club was talking about. We're going to do a Pismo run.
Pismo, okay.
Yeah, November. So,
all right.
I want to get back out there.
Take the buggy.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I
gotta fix your crack in your.
Well, no, I wouldn't take the Jeep.
Oh. Rent a side by side.
I don't think I would take the buggy. The funnest thing out there for me is the dirt bike with a paddle tire.
Oh, there you go.
That's a blast. And or renting one of those golf carts, the side by sides.
Right.
So that could be, and then that's even better yet because then
it's not your stuff.
No, and I don't have to clean it, and I just show up, and after a couple hours of riding that thing around, I'll be done anyway. So, and we'll get Uncle Jesse and Brian and Tom out there, and they got Jesse and Tom got those. Jesse and Brian have the limousines. The 4-seaters.
4-seaters. Yeah. They like stretch limo.
Yeah, I do want to go for a ride in Jesse's. He's got turbos and all kinds of torques and
torque. He's a little
extra pistons.
Goes super fast.
He's got it all, man.
Shit blows up when it blows up, though.
Yeah, he did. He's blown.
But
some go and some blow.
Do we need reservations? What's the reservation window on
I don't
that?
know. We got to look into this. This just came up yesterday at the safety clinic. So
all right, we'll inform our listeners at that point.
Should we talk about the safety clinic? How was safety clinic, Chris?
I didn't get to go. I had to work.
Oh, jeez.
One of the biggest weekends of the year for work.
Yeah, it is.
Sucked.
It's your number one tournament of the year. So
bad deal.
I totally get that. Been there, done that.
But how was it for you?
It was great. It was quick. Usually, we get down there Friday morning ish. And get set up and then, roll into some wine tasting there at DeRose.
That's right.
And then come back and do a nice barbecue and, or maybe do some wheeling, whatever. We get some wheeling in, they go wine tasting and then barbecue. And it was a nice Friday.
And campfire, yeah.
And
none of that happened. Huh?
None of that happened. It was, I've been working on my camper, replacing some dry rot in the back there. Some, the skirts, if you will, they call them. That's very common, especially on an 18-year-old camper that I have now.
Need a new one.
I do. No, it works. Still works great. So I almost punted because we were supposed to be on Barrett Lake this past weekend.
That's right. Well, that got
for the Samurai anniversary. James and Rhonda's anniversary. Happy anniversary, guys.
Right.
They were going to be on Barrett with the Mad Hatters, and I was really looking forward to that. I always loved Barrett. And so I was like, hey, I was planning on sleeping in the tent anyways. I got a cot. I'll just bring tent, cot, sleeping bag down to Hollister.
Right.
And you got the nice bathroom facility there,
sure,
showers. Yeah, as long as you don't touch the shower head and get shocked, you're fine.
I think they fixed that.
Oh, okay.
What episode did we talk about that on?
So I don't know. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just do that. And I'm like, dude, you got to bring your camper.
Yeah, no.
So I got it buttoned up to a point, minus the sealant. So I all rebuilt, new wood, structure, everything done, glued, bolted together, and loaded up the camper Friday afternoon and headed to Hollister. Got there around, 5:30, 6 o'clock ish or something. And had dinner. Maybe it was a little earlier than that. And then had barbecued up some chow. And then we went out to Eddie, and CJ and Kelly. We went out and played in the park obstacle course.
Okay,
they got a new obstacle there.
New one or old one?
The old one.
Okay.
And so they got a huge drain pipe now up beyond the mud pit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to gunite it. Obviously, you can drive through it like the tunnel on McCrazy.
Oh, shit, it's that big.
Oh, yeah. And then, they got dirt piled up on either side, but I'm assuming, they're going to throw some rocks and gunite this thing. I don't know, but it's going to be a fun new obstacle. And that's
cool.
We're fortunate that Hollister is literally in our backyard because it is the diamond of the California State Park system.
Right.
And it does give us hope here living in California that we actually have a off-road park that thrives and
exactly. Well,
keeps adding
it's certainly well used,
more difficult obstacles for these crazy, rigs that are getting built out there. So back to clinic. So we couldn't have campfires, but you could have propane. So we had a little propane fire that one of the friends of the club brought. And then weather was great. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then so Saturday morning, day of the class, woke up. It was overcast. I actually wore a sweatshirt and pants for the first time in months. It was awesome. Love the fall, love the winter. and students start rolling in and just we were full packed class.
Game face on and let her roll.
Yeah,
right?
and so CJ and Kelly and I shortened up the class by like a good 45 minutes, almost an hour, because we spent more time talking about demos than, going over all the slides, because everybody was, supposed to watch the presentation at their leisure at home, the YouTube deal. And And so we asked a bunch of questions on that, and
Okay.
of course, students are asking questions, and that leads into different topics, but it worked out really well. So we got done with that, at like 11-ish.
Okay.
And then it was lunch, and then they all did the tire placement, which I think is the great thing now.
Oh, yeah.
That everybody does
Before
tire
we,
placement right out of the gate.
right,
It's
right.
so important to know where your tires are and know your vehicle that well. To like, okay, I'm going to put my passenger front tire on that rock. Well, you need to know where your passenger front tire is,
Right.
and how to get it there.
Exactly.
And then we changed up the program, and that saved another hour, of course. So I was working stair steps with Greg after teaching the class, and we were back at camp by 3:15.
Wow.
That's the earliest I've ever been back at camp.
Wow.
Normally it's like 4:30 if things are rocking and rolling good. Typically it's 5,
Right,
5:15, 5:30.
It could push pretty. Yeah.
And I've even been in dark, helping recover a broken vehicle or whatever.
Rolled over rig or
something, whatever. But holy smokes. I was like, this is awesome.
That's cool.
So, we got done and we didn't get to do the dinner that we normally have. We have this big dinner, usually tri-tip dinner.
Right. Well, yeah, no, that's good. That's
And
a
so
good deal.
that wasn't happening. And I'm like, and everything was rolling smooth. There was no incidents. And, we were checked in with everybody when we got back to camp. Everything, we're doing good. Everybody's coming in, here shortly. And they did. Everybody was within a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Sensing a butt, though. Is there a butt or no?
No butt. So I get back to camp and I'm like, okay, kind of early. I don't have a rig. So, all right, I'll just kind of get things put away that from class, because I just threw everything, all my demo equipment and recovery gear and all that stuff. So I got all that kind of organized and rolled back up, and I thought, I'll take a shower. So I took a nice shower and totally relaxed. I'm like, okay, I got a nice ribeye steak to cook. So we're about 5:00 now, and people are leaving, because it's close to home. So there's some people that don't camp out both nights. So, all right, see you later. Bye. And neighbors next door, they head out to dinner, and I go, I may or may not be here when you get back. So I'm looking around, and you weren't there, and CJ had left, and all these people. Kelly was still there, and I'm like, you know what? I got Trail Hero prep to do. If I go home now, I can be home by 7:00, 7:30-ish, and get my camper unloaded. And that was the other driving factor, because I didn't have any sealant.
Oh.
On the camper, and I didn't want to drive it in the rain, and
Sure.
all my new wood gets all wet again and stuff, right?
Got wood?
I got wood, and wet wood's not good. So, not sometimes. Depends.
TMI, buddy.
Depends on what kind of wood it is and how wet it is. So I'm like, okay, if I get home, then I can get it back under the RV cover at my neighbor's house where I've been working on it. So I did. I got it under there. Boom. Wake up this morning. Guess what? It had rained last night.
Yeah, it did.
So I'm like, right on. Good call. I woke up at home. I got a lot of stuff done today. Was able to come up here and meet you guys for dinner and a little sushi.
Sushi.
I have not been out to dinner in quite a while, and definitely not a sushi dinner in a very long time. So it was nice to sit outside in downtown Livermore.
Yeah.
Roppongi? Is that how that's pronounced?
Roppongi, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Good. Freaking
right in downtown.
Fish.
Got to sit out there on the
fresh fish.
Fresh fish.
It's a tongue twister.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was fun to watch people walking by, and it was good.
Yeah, there was kind of a car show with there was some nice cars rolling up and down Livermore there.
Yeah, people had Harleys and whatnot. It's fun it's a fun place to sit and
Model
watch.
A that went down the street, 28.
Yeah, I saw
Model
that.
A.
I saw the tail end of it as it was.
There was that
cruising
Dodge
by.
that needed a new muffler. No, what was that? A Challenger?
Challenger.
Was it Challenger or
classic
Charger?
one,
Old one. Yeah, it was
two-door.
good.
Yeah,
It was nice.
It was healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was a clinic. I mean, it was clean, smooth. So working the top of stair steps,
Uh-huh.
and it was great. Greg, manned the bottom, guided them up at the top, and I said, okay, hey, you make it up to the top, I'll give you a prize. And I was handing out Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey koozies.
Sweet.
Our earlier ones.
Everybody gets to the top.
Yeah, I didn't hand out our good ones.
Oh, no.
But they're good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're just a little less magnetic side.
They're still cool.
They're kind of the Toyotas of koozies is what they are.
They got our badass logo on them.
Yeah, the logo and everything looks great, but they
don't stick. You can't pull dents out of them.
You can't pull dents out if you're raisined up Toyota with them. No. But anyway, so I was like, hey, free koozies are free koozie.
Heck yeah.
So if you're listening to this and people picked up a business card, and if you're checking out the podcast for the first time, welcome.
Yeah.
And if you like what you're hearing, go back. There's 122 other episodes that you got to catch up on.
More than that, there are bonus episodes.
But there's definitely there's good descriptions on there, and there's a lot of good interviews. So if something piques your interest, give it a listen, and if you like it, tell your friends.
And then go to our website and buy a version 3 koozie.
Yeah, and then if you like our koozie and you want one that can pull dents out of your rig, then go to the website. wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, and there's swag there.
Yep, sure. But it's coming up on the holidays.
Anyway, so it was great. Holidays are coming up.
We'll do that a little later.
Great class again. A lot of great questions, and it's just always fun. At the end of the day, all these students are just fired up about four-wheeling and amazed at what their rig could do, amazed at what they did. I do have to give a shout out because it was packed. The park was packed. Oh. And our trail leads had some challenges getting around, navigating because they were running onto oncoming traffic and stuff. And they did well. Area 5 or the obstacle course was supposed to be closed, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I must have counted 30 plus rigs that went up.
Jeez.
Stair steps that weren't part of it, but it was fine. There was one group out there. They were, I think, a Facebook group. And so right when we got set up and they all went up and had a blast. And so I ran over to them and handed them koozies.
Okay,
I'm like, hey.
SF Baja?
It wasn't SF Baja, but they were just a group there. They had a lot of cool rigs. Man, there was an old Blazer that had RCVs in the front. It was very well set up. Yeah, there was some nice Jeeps, and it was cool. So anyways, shout out to you guys if you're listening now. And then at the top of the stair steps, this couple came up, Nicole and Sean.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I've been wanting to try this, but I don't know. And I'm like, give it a try. I said, I'll guide you up if you want. So she came around with this nice... Rubicon, new Rubicon,
like a JL.
Yeah, and it had the diesel.
Oh,
I mean, I question myself because it's so damn quiet, but it was the diesel, and
a lot of torque,
a lot of torques. Oh, that one says torque.
Oh, I think it's the one down in the corner, the purple one.
You boys like Mexico?
No, that ain't it.
Nope. All right.
Fuck it.
Well, there we go. So,
a lot of torques.
You can't handle the torques. So she did great. Like most women, they concentrate, they listen, they pay attention, and walked right up. And so she was so excited. I said, go do it again. She goes, okay. I go, hey, hand me your phone.
Uh-huh.
Let me take video. So I videoed the next round of her going right up. She went super smooth. So that was cool.
Right on.
That was Nicole. So if you're listening, if you're listening, Nicole, that was fun.
Cheers.
Glad you made it up.
Yeah.
So that was Safety Clinic in a nutshell, and it was really weird to not be there Saturday night, and it was just everybody busy, I guess.
Yeah. Well.
So
spring's right around the corner, so we'll do it all over again. Hopefully, I'll be there. So. Yeah. It was weird for me to not be there, quite honestly.
Right. Everybody was asking about you.
You texted me on Friday when they had the club meeting. You're like, dude, you should be here. It's like, I know I should be there. But
our first in-person club meeting in 18 months, because we most of the club was down there.
Yeah.
And then you zoomed in. We have the Wi-Fi again. The diamond in the state park system.
Game changer.
You got, full bathrooms and air up facilities,
showers,
stage, kitchen area, horseshoe pits, And then on top of that, they have full blown Wi-Fi. That's CJ was reading off the numbers to me, and it didn't mean anything to me. You could have been talking about how many transfer cases you got in your Toyota. I could care less, but it's very high speed, unlike Toyotas.
It's like it's like one transfer
low.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Anyways, he was impressed with the upload and download speeds.
Oh no, the picture quality on my end was incredible.
Yeah, so we were able to have a virtual and a live meeting at the same time. So that was got cool. That going for us, which is great.
No doubt.
Your dog's barking at Lorenzo out there. Is that what's going on?
I think they're killing Lorenzo.
Oh shit! Hold your own, Lorenzo. You can do it. Put your hooves up.
Just fight back.
Hooves up. Don't let that little dog get you.
Oh my God. Oh boy. Anyway,
is it a Shih Tzu or is that
what kind of dog is that?
A Jack Russell?
No, an Australian Terrier.
You don't even know what you got.
Aussie Australian Shepherd,
and a Labradoodle.
And a stupid Labrador.
Oh, stupid Labrador.
The stupidest dog ever. She's loving, but she's stupid.
She is. She came in here like a wrecking ball and started pulling everything off your
I always
headphones and microphones coming down.
She'll stand there in the hallway with her tail just whacking against the wall. Like, doesn't that hurt? It's like, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that's a good little update on Clinic. You want to talk about Trail Hero? You want to talk for another hour?
Hell yeah, I do. The crowd wants to hear it too.
All right, Trail Hero update.
Be there.
Fresh from Jason's mouth.
Be there.
Be there or be square.
Hey, so we had a little planning party at my house, a little pizza planning party. You were there.
I was there.
You were in attendance.
I was. Ate a lot of pizza. And
so we had the whole Hana crew, Dolly and Eric, Amber, her sister Sarah. So that was a blast. Jay Barry was there.
Georgia Boy was there.
Kobe. Of course, we had the Samurai couple, James and Rhonda.
CJ with a CJ.
CJ with a CJ, and Stephanie showed up for a brief showing, about an hour.
Yep.
They ate and ran. Drank my good wine and beer.
That's right.
And no, it's great. I love it because she, I don't know Stephanie very well, but she is from the wine industry.
Right.
And she went into my cellar, and I actually had a bottle of wine that she produced when she was winemaker at Fogarty.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So she was impressed with that. I go, hey, I got a lot of good California wine in there.
There you go.
So that was fun. So yeah, we it was great. It was a Saturday. The weather was great.
Yeah. Had a skunk walk through
the backyard. Yeah, my little, live up in the foothills here of San Jose, and you get some wildlife. At least it wasn't a mountain lion.
Oh, that's true.
But
he wasn't startled and sprayed.
But. No, he's friendly. That's Pepe Le Pew. He's a lover. I posted him up on IG. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. Yeah, that was good.
He's friendly.
He's a good one.
He's good.
He's a keeper.
You're kitty. Kitty. Anyway, so, Dave Code was there of Code Nelson, right?
That's right, our lawyer.
Yeah, I thought he was going to Trail Hero, but he said no now. So
and Tom was there,
and
too.
Tom was there. So he's gonna be there with I think 2 rigs. His Bronco, his old classic Bronco that's freaking all set up, coilover suspension and freaking heavy duty. They're not Spider Tracks axles,
Diamond?
but they're rough stuff.
Rough
axles.
stuff.
Yeah, they're freaking badass. So yeah, everybody got there and started partaking in the beverages. I did not.
Nope.
So this was a true test for me of my sobriety to see if I could stay sober during my own party. And I did awesome. I'll talk more about it in a minute. But anyways, we went out and broke in the new putting green.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I had finished the front yard Labor Day weekend, finally got it landscaped. I mean, it's the cobbler's shoes. Here I am, a landscaper, and my front yard was just barren
dirt,
tumbleweeds blowing through and shit.
An olive tree.
Well, the olive tree is awesome, and the maple tree that's in the back. So those were there, but everything else was gutted out. And then, a month and a half ago or so, I put the putting green in. So I just had this crazy vision of, I'm like, hey, if you're going to have synthetic turf in your front yard, might as well be able to putt on it.
Exactly.
So, in being from the golf industry, I'm like, man, and practice those, 4 or 5 footers to get that handicap down. So, put in the putting green, and you measured it with a stent meter. It's rolling 11 and a half,
Something
which
like
is perfect. So, we had a little putting
I
contest.
think you should mow it, though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be top dressing it some more. Get that speed up a little bit.
Oh, it's great.
So we had that putting contest. That was kind of fun.
It was.
So we had it set up where you just pick a hole.
I lost $1.
Yeah, he lost $1. You pick a hole, and each it goes around. So we had five people playing the first go round, 5 or 6,
5 people.
And so everybody picked a hole, and once you went through all 5, 6 people, then whoever had the lowest score won. And then if it was a tie, then it's playoff.
Right.
Well, I ended up winning the first one.
Yeah, imagine that.
But I had to rally. Was that the second round or was that the first round? No, it was the first round. I had to rally to stay in it.
Second round, you had to rally. That was when
Twice,
James
though.
chipped in or whatever.
Twice because it was the second round because so I won the first round by a couple strokes, and then so we go to the second round, and it was just 4 of us,
Right.
and I 3-putted the first one.
Yeah.
Stupid 3-putt. Boom. Okay, I'm like, oh, this is not good. And then the next one, everybody had made 2. So, I'm like, okay, well, I got to at least make 2 to stay a stroke behind.
Right.
And it was a tough putt.
Yeah.
The way that breaks off right in front of the cup. And
You drained it.
I drained it. Boom. Back in the saddle again, baby.
Still think it's rigged.
Nope. And that was only my 4th time putting on that green, so I still don't know all the breaks, the back of my hand yet.
4th time. Yeah.
But I am a quick study on the putting green.
Apparently.
But the shot of the night.
Oh.
What was the shot of the night, Chris?
From the rough.
No, it was my choice of a hole, remember? It was my choice of a hole. So, as your choice, you could go anywhere and you got whatever. And what did I say? You got to hit the rock. There's a rock embedded in the green. And I go, you have to hit the rock before it goes in the hole.
That's right. You
So
have to ricochet.
if you can, so I'm trying to just barely nip the rock so it stays on the green, and
it's like miniature golf.
Yeah, and kind of breaks back towards the cup. And I totally missed it on my first shot.
That's right.
I missed the rock. I missed the fucking rock. So I'm like, okay, by missing the rock, that means that I have to putt backwards now.
Right.
Because I went past the rock. The hole is behind me. I got to hit the rock and go back to the hole. And then,
you're like, there's no freaking way.
Yeah, and you're looking at it like, billiards. You're looking at banking and how this rock is angled. And if you hit that spot, it's going to go nowhere near the freaking cup.
No freaking
So
way.
how hard do I hit it? I know I'm going to 3-putt this thing now. I'm just set up for a 3-putt. So I'm like, just get it close, knock in your 3 and take your medicine and move on.
Give your $1 back.
Right. And so I'm just like, okay, I like this angle right here. I'm just going to, kind of wrap it a little bit and try and get it close. And it hits the rock, ricochets back, and goes into the cup for a 2.
Shit's rigged. Shit's rigged.
That was awesome.
I always noticed your hand was in your pocket, though. I think you might have a remote-controlled ball.
Right. Magnetic.
That's right. No, that was pretty impressive, I will say.
Yeah, that was good. So anyways, I gotta give a shout out to myself there. Let me try and pat myself on the back. I'm a little sore here. Okay, there we go.
You want enough money for a gallon of fuel?
Yeah. But it wasn't even that. $4.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, it's $4. I paid $4.39 a day for diesel.
It's almost a gallon.
Yeah. So I'm like, jeez, I am so upset. I'm so done with this Bay Area. Anyways,
yeah,
that's a whole nother podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast.
It's going to be
join the club.
This is a Suck It San Jose podcast. So I go, okay. We go back to the backyard. We get the pizzas flying. And then
clams too.
No clams. They were oysters.
Yeah.
Big difference.
I know.
Oysters. So Code brought the oysters. We had appetite. I mean, we had plenty of food rolling.
Oh yeah, no, it was stupid.
And then after the pizza, Dolly breaks out this homemade cheesecake.
That was so good.
And my mom makes a mean cheesecake, so she had some, a high bar to raise to it. It was good.
It was good.
Still like my mom's better, but hers was really damn good.
It was good. It was
creamy, nice cream cheese frosting on top.
A little went a long
thick.
way. A little
it
went
was
a long
thick
way on
too.
That
thing was deep dish.
It was good.
New York style.
No doubt.
Anyways, and then we fired up the campfire there, the gas fire.
Gathered around, yeah.
And I had a movie screen set up because I wanted to watch some Trail Hero action from last year. So we had to watch Milt's Mile Night Run.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm sure. And Amber was thrilled.
Yeah, Amber was so excited to watch that video again. But the rest of us really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was cool. We talked about when we're all leaving and figuring out meals and
what
logistics.
Yeah.
What some of the trails that we all want to do and kind of when and then looking at the schedule of basically from 2:00 on every day there's something going on.
Sure.
You got that rock cross, you got the trail breaker, you got LCQ for trail breaker. It just goes on and on. Of course, the beach party every night, and then the big concert and vendor show and
movies.
The
movies
oh
on
my
the
gosh,
rocks
it's
the,
like
the beach party and all the other.
Tom's
things.
like, you gonna bring your kayak, and I'm like, no, there's no time.
Yeah,
I'm bringing the rock buggy, and we're gonna wheel during the day. We're gonna wheel at night, and we're gonna watch people wheel in between.
And Amber's declared she's not doing any night runs.
She said that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, that was drunk Amber talking. There's no.
Amber
She's doing night run.
Okay.
She's got to be doing night run.
Night run.
Night run.
Yep.
Night
so
run.
yeah, that was cool.
So that was fun. I'm super excited. Getting a little nervous now because I'm not done with the camper yet, and
you've got a week and a half.
I know, but there's work in between in that whole deal too. Fuck work. And here I am recording a podcast late Sunday night that I could be like working on the buggy and stuff.
But we needed content.
Okay,
man.
well here you go. Do it for the people.
We
give till it hurts here, Chris.
Till it hurts. That's exactly it. That was what I was going to say.
So make it out to Trail Hero, and even if you didn't sign up, you can still go out there. Like Rich said, a lot of the events are free.
Yep.
But you can sign up for trails at registration if trails are open, which there are still some open. You just can't do it online anymore. That closed September 15th.
That's right.
All right. That's all I'm going to say now. But I will say one more thing.
Oh, but
wait.
More.
There's more. Got a few cool interviews lined up.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the tease.
So you better be there.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Get Tyson to spool up the private jet.
Thanks for the update, Jason. That's exciting. Awesome. Cool stuff.
All right, I'm done.
You're done?
See you later.
Wow, just
Bye-bye.
Drop the mic and leave.
I'm out. Thank you very much. Good night.
Wow. Just a couple more things. We can wrap the show up here shortly, but hey, did you hear? I was reading a little bit about this is wheeling wine and whiskey, and we need to talk a little bit of wine and a little bit of whiskey real quick. I mentioned it to you the other day and asking if any of your colleagues or connections in the wine industry had heard about a wine bottle shortage. And this is a quick blurb in the news that I heard, and then I followed up with some research. Supply chain problems that are causing from the pandemic are causing a shortage of empty wine bottles for bottling wine.
Oh my gosh. Everything is affected.
Everything's affected.
Everything.
So the wineries or vineyards are grappling with this, trying to figure it out. And now there's talking about, trying to think outside the box, if you will, or inside the box.
It's going to be inside the box because it's going to all become box wine.
That's right. That's kind of what they're saying, canning and boxing. So some of your favorite wines potentially in the future may be available in boxes instead of bottles.
And we talked about it before. That is the best way to preserve wine. And, it's just not sexy. There's no sexiness at all to it. I mean, part of the allure is having this bottle and it's got this cool label, and you could have a box with a cool label. It's just not the same.
No, it's not sexy.
And then, the story behind, where you got that bottle and stuff. Now, okay, oh yeah, I picked up this box at Farniente. It was laying in the corner, it was holding the door open.
Exactly.
And then the wonderful thing of putting a corkscrew into it, the cork,
the ceremony.
Yeah, it's very ceremonious. That's a good word. And you put that corkscrew in, and you might be telling a story while you're putting the corkscrew in, and then you start prying that cork out, and then you got that distinctive pop.
Yep.
And then, the glug, 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 glug out of the bottle, into the wine glass, your Riedel, fine
might be a thing
wine glass.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you replace that all with a jug or a box of wine that you set your glass under this little rubber tit and squeeze it, and then
Did you say tit?
Comes your what is it? A rubber? It's not. I don't know. What do you call that?
Nipple, maybe.
Well, same difference.
But yeah, no, this is legit. I mean, he makes it, draws it out, but yeah, I mean, this sucks. I mean, this pandemic is affecting everything, and you think, oh, it's not going to affect my wine, but it potentially could.
Start recycling your wine bottles.
Well, yeah, no doubt. I mean, we should be recycling them anyway, but
you're recycling it, but I mean, like physically, like washing them out and bringing them back to your local winery to fill up.
Oh boy, yeah, no, we went wine tasting today, and I didn't even ask any of them. It's like if they're having any issues.
You went wine tasting today. I did not.
That's right. I went wine tasting.
You went with Ira and Lori and Phil.
That's right.
You guys had a blast.
We hit 3 wineries, the 3 of our favorite wineries,
right in your backyard.
Right in my backyard, exactly. So
I stayed home working on my junk.
Right. I'm proud of you for sticking to your guns on this not drinking.
My sobriety.
Exactly. So
over a month now.
That's congratulations.
It is pretty good.
I should pat you on the back if you were on the other side of the room.
Well, and what's been interesting is hosting these parties and events, and just normally I'd have a glass of wine in my hand or frothy beer or bourbon whiskey at the end of the night by the campfire, and nothing.
What's that to your left?
I'm surrounded by holy smokes, you got a whole collection going here. But I haven't missed it. It's not like I'm craving it or anything,
Good.
I do miss my wine with dinners, to pair up, like that big old ribeye I had last night.
Sure.
Would have been nice with a little Cabernet.
Uh-huh.
But no, I'm just on a mission to sober up. My health has improved greatly. So I'm seeing results. If I wasn't seeing results, then I'd say F it and go back to drinking. But right now, am I done drinking forever? I don't think so. I think I'll go back to drinking wine and some bourbon. It's just moderation. It was
it's always been moderation.
Yeah, I mean, I look back at the weekends where we're getting a little crazy.
Well, maybe
excessive.
I mean, I know that being up at Meadow Lake was certainly, there was a lot.
Yeah, but I didn't drink a whole lot at Meadow Lake. I was pretty good up there. But
I drank a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. But
I had to spend the whole next week just drying out.
Yes, but I just watching it, and we'll see. So we'll continue this journey, and we may have to change the name of the podcast.
Wheeling Water and Wussies.
Yeah, we've heard all kinds of our friends. But the other thing I will say before I move on from this is that I have appreciated the support of my friends, because of course there's the peer pressure. It's like, dude, you could take a shot, you could have one beer, but I'm like, no, I'm not drinking. And then they would just back off and say, okay, like you haven't forced anything down my throat, which is good.
I'm going to hold you down later.
Mm-hmm. No, but it's crazy. I mean, it's just been, I always drink a lot of water, but now it's like water and my, I hate to say this now, but my, just having a can to open up is the LaCroix.
Oh yeah, no, you've been hitting
tangerine, orange, so
Sure.
but it's, mocktail. I haven't done any mocktails yet, but people are like, oh, do some mocktails. I'm like, what am I going to do? So cranberry juice and soda water or something. I guess you could
can
do.
make
That'd
a
be kind of
mocktail White Claw.
yeah. I know they make non-alcoholic like vodka, bourbon stuff that you can. It's a mocktail.
Sure.
But you use that as a mocktail, and it's supposed to mimic, tequila, vodka, bourbon. I've tried some of it. Not so good. That was a while back.
No, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
Yeah, I'm on a good track here. So we'll see how long. So if you see me at Trail Hero and not drinking, that's why.
There you go.
But yeah,
he'll still have something. I'm sure.
I think New Year's.
Sure.
I think if I can make it to New Year's is my goal.
Man,
we'll see if we can do. That's not that far. I mean, 30 plus days can win by like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Well, that's enough about me.
So wine bottle shortage, that's what you get.
See you later.
All right. So yeah, we can put a bow on this thing. I just wanted to kind of Really? No bow?
Where's Scooby-Doo?
I don't know.
What happened to Scooby-Doo?
You got to go to channel 2, page 2.
Okay.
So while Jason figures that out, I want to how do you? Okay, so we got patrons we want to thank. I forgot to do that earlier.
Yes, do not forget our patrons, Chris.
So we have more anniversaries to celebrate in the Patreon world here. So celebrating 1 year, we have Brian Dittmer.
Brian Dittmer's 1 year.
Yep.
Woo! Thank you, Brian.
And then we've got Eddie.
And
then also celebrating 1 year, we got Frank and Valerie. Gillespie, I guess it is. So we got
nice
3 people for the month of September. The remaining part of this month, those 3 people are celebrating 1 year. Thank you so much for your support.
Absolutely. Thank you. It has been awesome.
You help us produce this show and keep it happening.
Well, and it also gives us a little validation that we're doing something right, that people are willing to throw their hard-earned money at us. So we truly appreciate it. Abso-freaking-lutely.
So as long as Jason doesn't hit the wrong button.
No, I got it. Look at this. No, it's good. I'm like, he's getting nervous over here. I'm looking. Here it is. See?
Jesus Christ.
I found it.
Wow. All right. So, yeah, thanks, patrons. Appreciate it. And we'll have more announcements next month when we have more people coming up on their 1 year anniversaries. We got more coming. So, also, remember we mentioned it briefly earlier part of the show, but the holidays are coming up and we do have merch.
Yeah, Johnny's like stocked up too.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you go to our website, www.wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, and look at the banner there, there's a hot link there for our merchandise. It takes you right to our store, online store, and we have all sorts of stuff there. You can get koozies, you can get hoodies.
Pro tip.
What?
Koozies. The new ultra mega magnetic koozies make great stocking stuffers.
Hell yeah, they do.
Okay, and they work.
They also hold magic wands.
They do, and I use them every day for my LaCroix.
Yep, there you go. Well, they don't just hold beers, people. Or, well, hopefully no White Claws either.
They do not work on White Claw or Trulies.
No, there you go.
Totally do not. I can attest to that. I've seen the Trulies just
fall right out.
They do. They fall right out.
Melt.
It's terrible. And we don't want you to use them with those. So you can use you can go to snailtrail.com and get those. They hold Trulies and White Claws just fine.
They do.
But if that's your drink of choice, I'm sorry, and you need to go to Snail Trail and pick up one of their koozies there. So that's
koozies, and of course beanies and hoodies and t-shirts.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
almost hoodie weather,
stuff.
man. Like I say,
yeah.
I wore that hoodie yesterday morning. That was nice.
So yeah, holidays, you get something for your family, for your sweetheart, or whatever. So. And then, we mentioned the patrons. If you want to become a patron, we would love your support. Not required, but we would certainly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That'd be huge. There's a link for our Patreon page there. And then, of course, we haven't said it in a while, but, we love to expand our listener base. If you like the show, spread the word. Tell your friends and family that you listen to this killer podcast about wheeling, wine, and whiskey and off-roading and all the stuff we do. All the nonsense we get into and the fun we have. And we like to share it. So share it with your friends and family.
Yeah, that's a great way to grow the podcast. And then, of course, the old IG give us a follow on there, and trying to post up some more reels and content, and Trail Hero. Now that I know how to work the live again, this is we had some internet gold last year, so I'm looking forward to that.
You can't handle the
Torques.
Nice.
There it is.
Nice.
All right.
So yeah, and then how do you get other than the IG? You can how do you get a hold of us, Jason?
Well, send up a smoke signal. Carrier pigeon's always good too. Carrier pigeons are remarkable creatures.
Yeah,
they work well. If you want to be a little bit more direct, you can send us an email, Jason or Chris at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. You got the IG, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. That's a good place. I get a lot of DMs there, and I try to respond back in a timely fashion.
Yep.
We get a few questions on there and stuff, and like I say, I'm trying to respond back there. So, looking forward to the next podcast, and then we're going to have a ton of content from Trail Hero.
Yep.
So, man, this is crazy.
Are you excited?
I am more than excited. I've literally been, there's stuff all around my house, little piles of this and that need to get inside the camper and in the buggy and in wherever they are supposed to go.
Well, you'll get it done, I'm sure. If you
I will.
Stay up till 2 in the morning for the next week.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get home tonight, and I got a couple things I want to address. So before I put my head down on the pillow.
There you go.
So once again, I'm out.
You're doing that to me? Man, that's my line, dickhead.
Hey, people have been using that line. Dolly uses that line on her Facebook when she's doing Facebook Live. Of course, Tyler just did it on his recording with us.
It's funny because there's a couple of other high-level podcasts I listen to where they do the same thing too.
Well, Talent Tank, Wyatt did it. And we were before Wyatt. You had that was 100%.
From day one.
That was 100% your deal. We never talked about it or anything. It just happened, just like Lorenzo. It just freaking happened, right? And right. So you just like, okay, we're out, and that became the end of the podcast. So
that's right.
That's your signature, and you should own it.
I do own it.
All right.
On that note, we're out.